Okay, ready guys? 3, 2, 1. Official guys, the Audi E-Tron GT broke my neck. I've been doing too many launches, I guess. So there's too much like impact. I have a weak neck. So I guess I'm gonna be like this in the near future. Oh shit. Good morning guys, your boy Albert back for another coffee run. So if you kind of see, there's actually back seats at the back. There's no more yellow stitching because I'm actually not in my 911 today. I'm just gonna try something new. I grabbed this E-Tron GT 2022 from my workplace. So this guy pumps around 593 horsepower, crazy amount of instant torque. Apparently 0 to 100, it's around the 4-second mark, which I'll show you guys in a bit. But yeah, I'm just really excited because I haven't driven in electric car for a minute. My last electric car was the Audi E-Tron Sportback. This is the GT. So the Sportback had around 360 range. This one has around 380 range, but because that's a Sportback, it was an SUV, this is a proper sedan. So just give you a quick spec from this. E-Tron GT. So apparently the GT and the Porsche Taycan, they share the same platform. The trunk in the front of this GT, you actually see a Porsche 2-back, which is actually pretty funny, I guess. But they do share the same platform, similar specs. This one is around 600 horsepower, 0 to 100 around 4 seconds, which is very close to my 911 because my 911 is manual. The Taycan, because it's a Porsche, they have to boost it a tiny bit, so it's around I think 0.2 or 0.3 seconds faster. Add the comments below if I'm correct. So if you guys are interested, let's go for a quick coffee. So as mentioned, I haven't driven an electric car for a minute, right? It's just really, it's because I haven't driven one for so long. Yes, I've test driven Q4s, E-Tron, the Q8 E-Tron at work, but this is like a proper sedan, sports car, because it's got the A7 R7 sedan silhouette, but it's fully electric. And honestly, the instant torque is crazy. It's really hard to explain if you have driven an electric car, you will understand. It's really quiet, it's instant torque, but this is like a proper planted sedan. Honestly, it looks and drives like the A7S7. The front visibility is very, very nice. It's very spacious, right? It's got the it doesn't have the double touchscreen, but it's got like a single touchscreen like the Audi Q4. It's got all the tech. If you want, you can get massaging seats, because of the head-up display, top view camera, you get all that. Really cool thing is, if you don't add the, I believe it's called the real leather package, all the interior is actually the organic leather, which is pretty cool because Audi's trying to reduce their carbon footprint. But if you do want leather, if you want to keep it old school, I believe it's around 9,000. You get leather steering wheel, leather front seats, leather back seats too, right? You get this like huge panoramic roof. One thing is there is no shade, so when it's very, very bright, you can't block it. And it's not like the Taycan that when you press it, there's different kind of like electric shade that you can turn different colors. Not for this. The sun's out, but it's not that bright, so it's not bad. But imagine on a hot summer day, all the gleam just came on kind of inside. It's gonna be super, super bright. But other than that, it's a pretty cool car. I would say really quiet, and again, instant torque. One thing is just like the back visibility is like bad, super bad. So again, because it's a glorious day today, you can see everything, no problem. But just imagine if it's just like slight rain, if it snows for a tiny bit, and it fogs, you really don't see anything. I'm just on my way to Niagara On The Lake. We have an Airbnb there. I'm just gonna go double check a few things. I've never gotten coffee at Niagara On The Lake, so I think it's a pretty good time to try it. This color, I believe, is called military green. Honestly, up front, not my favorite color. It was at the Audi launch. On a good day, if it's super clean, very, very nice. If there's slight dirt, it just looks like honestly not my first pick, second pick, or even third pick. But it is a very special color. If you want like a more special color that stands out of the crowd, this is definitely the color to go to. I do believe. Oh, it's got tactic green. Yeah, tactical green. It's more brown than a British green and more darker. I would say the most accurate description I can ever say would be duck poop green. If you imagine duck poop green, this would be, I would say, 95% accurate. But other than that, because it's got like the blacked out look, it still blends in with the rims. The rims got that like black sheen, so it actually blends in really, really well. But again, if I were to pick it from scratch, I won't pick this color. Again, it's for someone that's really special, that you've already bored with the normal colors. Feel free, this is a really nice color to have. So in the interior wise, again, it's similar like the Q4. It's got a Daytona, sorry, it's got a Taycan kind of feeling. Everything touchscreen. Only thing is like the interior, if you can hear, slightly plastic. I think the main reason is Audi wants to keep the whole car as light as possible, because again, the battery's already so heavy. The lighter it is, I would guess the more range that it would get. So I think that's what they're trying to do. Instant torque is wow. So I found this like flying in with it right now. Turn this thing on as well, right? So, ready guys? 3, 2, 1. Crazy guys. Crazy guys. Crazy. Honestly, I don't think anyone would get bored on a roller coaster. It just goes. Honestly, I've never experienced a car that fast from 0 to 100. I've never tried the Turbo S, so maybe that might be a bit more dramatic. But honestly, I would say 0 to 100 is the fastest car that I've ever sat. And then because this one, it's got a 2 transmission, so after I think the 85 mark, it goes to a higher ratio gear. So that's why this car gives you the longer range versus the regular Q4, regular like the 2019 E-Tron 5. That one has 360 horsepower. That one has 1 transmission, but this it's got 2. So after you go up above 85 kilometers, it switched to that. It's a really seamless switch. Honestly, the battery range is still pretty good. I took it from a dealership yesterday at 380, and now even with all that launch control and whatnot, I'm still at 290. So honestly, it's really good. Full confession, I didn't turn on the heated steering. I didn't turn on the heated front seats. I'm just scared. I don't want to film it and then suddenly it just dies, right? So full discretion, I didn't turn those two on, but I did turn on the regular AC. It's on warm now, like 22 degrees. It's not that bad. But yeah, I just didn't turn heated steering wheel, heated front seats on. So those two, right? But other than that, it's got this Audi DNA. I did test drive the Porsche Taycan with my wife a few years back. Again, because it's the same chassis, it feels really similar. Only thing is that the Taycan, it's a bit more tech, I would say. The interior is a bit more nicer because it's a Porsche. One more thing I remember, it's got different drive sounds that you can choose from, which is pretty cool. This is just quiet, there's nothing to choose from. It's just, I remember Porsche, there's like 3 different sounds. It's like really futuristic. I remember there's one that's kind of like a medium, but you press it down and it's like a spaceship. And I forgot what the third one is. But this one is just, there's no sound. It's just regular stop and go, right? Adds the experience, because if you want to show off to your friends, just brag about it. It's pretty cool because with that spaceship kind of futuristic sound, it's just, that's it, right? But pretty cool, right? And honestly, it drives pretty planted like a regular, sorry, not like a regular, like a normal Audi car. It still has the Audi DNA vibe. Of course, you add the extra silence, so as you guys can hear, because like the radio's off, you actually hear everything. When I say everything, everything. You hear other cars passing by, even though if I'm kind of talking softly right now, you can still hear the rocks. I still hear leaves outside when I drive through leaves. It's a very quiet ride. If you do enjoy commuting, you sort of relax on your day off, this is the car to do it. It's just really quiet. If you want to get dramatic like that, it does get dramatic, but it's in a very quiet way. I've been doing at least like, I don't know, 10 different launches. My neck honestly does start to feel a bit sore. It's just because it's like the instant torque, it's crazy. And because when I drive my 911, I can hear the exhaust sound, so I know how, like, even if I'm not looking at my dash, which you are supposed to do it when you're driving, you still can kind of feel how fast you're driving. But because this car is so quiet, you don't hear anything. So a lot of times you're speeding, but you don't feel that you're speeding because it's so quiet and it's so soft ride. It's just a really nice place to be. Practical than my 911. You can actually fit 2 people at the back, and then when they get in and out, they don't have to, I don't, like for the driver's seat, I don't have to move front and back, just get out. Main difference from this to an A7 is the A7 is a hatchback, so there's a lot more room if you drop the back seat. This is gonna be like a regular sedan. It's gonna be like there's no hatch, but honestly, you would never get bored from that. The instant torque is just insane, incredible. I did do a few launch already, and I do feel my neck getting a bit sore. But honestly, how can you get bored from that? So like the launch control is just awesome. Like it's so much fun. Instant torque. Like I'm not trying to teach people to speed, but it's just, if somehow you just want to get out of a jam in a jiffy or on a highway, someone's gonna happen, you just want to overtake something, it's just a really quick thing to do, and then you don't have to downshift, you don't have to do anything, just tap the accelerator, and then you feel your whole back go backwards. It's really dramatic, and again, I'm just driving in comfort mode right now, I'm not in dynamic. It's a really dramatic move. Even like this kind of like really exciting drivability, I would definitely recommend you to take an E-Tron GT for a test drive. Normal E-Tron got the instant torque too, but it's not as dramatic. The main reason is the normal E-Trons, the power output is not as high as this. This is a lot higher. There's more aerodynamic, so you get a bit more range. But it's just because how low you feel, how planted this car is, and it comes with certain equipment like all-wheel steering, front and back, air suspension, and that really makes it a lot more agile. Even when I'm turning like this, you don't really feel the car rolling, it's just my head bobbling around. But honestly, it's a fun drive. If I didn't have the 911, if I'm just going around town, the GT would be one of my options. But again, in Canada, it's either too cold or too hot. And then when you're spending over 100K, I don't really want to plan my trip ahead. I'm more of an instant person. If I want to go, I want to go. I don't want to be like, oh, tomorrow I'm going to Toronto, let me just plug this, let me do some research, plan out my route. No, I think life is just too much uncertainties anyways. I do not need my transportation to be in uncertainty too. I just want to go when I want to go, stop when I want to stop. I don't want to plan. So if this car comes in like 1,000 range, 650, I think it's the best car. But because of this, like the range isn't the best, right? 380 is still good for everyday use. But if I want to go anywhere, I'm just not the best that I would want to get, right? So I just made it to Balzac. There's a bit of people here at Niagara on the Lake, right? Just trying to make my way there to get my coffee because it's already like 10:30. I still haven't got my coffee. I'm just gonna look for parking, grab my coffee. Talk to you guys in a bit. So I just got my coffee. This really nice first sip feeling. Right, so I'm just gonna drive back home. Just gonna show you some B-rolls, right? Honestly, this car, it is very, very nice. I don't know if it's the car for me, mainly because I think for Canada electric, it's still not the way to do it for now. It is a nice car, don't get me wrong, but it's just, I don't know if that's the one to do it, right? Because like, I'm really spontaneous. If I want to go somewhere, I just want to go. And then if I do get a nice car, it's not gonna be my everyday car. I just want to drive it when I feel like it. And I feel like this car requires too much planning. I'm not a planner. I just want to do what I like whenever I like, right? So I don't feel like, as much as this car is good, it's nice, it's fun to drive and whatnot, I don't feel this car will be the right one for me, mainly because I just want to feel really excited. I want to feel dramatic. I want to feel the need that I will want to come back to drive it again and again and again in my 911, which I do. I absolutely adore it. This car, I'm like, it's fun. I might get bored in a while because it's just not fun. I don't feel the soul. I don't feel the sound. Yes, it's got instant torque, whatnot, but it's just not a huge fan of it. So do let me know in the comments below what you guys think. What do you guys agree with me? Do you guys not agree with me? What do you guys think? If you have the chance, would you buy one too? So do let me know at the comments below. Thanks again for watching this quick vlog. I'll probably film some more stuff on my 911 before it actually gets cold, okay? So have a great day, guys. Peace out.